All right, welcome everyone. This is Andrew Lane, and you are joining our 22Social weekly live training here at 22s.com/live. Today's topic is going to be how to build a homepage app to showcase your business online. So what we're going to do today is dive into the big concept of what is your homepage and what should it look like, and then we'll talk about how to get this done in a very fast and efficient manner. I'm going to go through a few steps that I go through on a regular basis to kind of create an app. And today's a little bit different. We're not going to go into advanced lead capture or sales strategies. This is just creating a page online that you can send people to that will be like your hello page, and it'll link to your other offers and products and services that you have. So we've also got a winner to announce. We're going to do Q&A, some live demo. I've got examples to show you. So it should be pretty helpful for you today. I'm going to make this as straightforward and to the point as I can, and show you a lot of visuals and try to make this really sink in for you so you understand the concept and you can take action on it right away. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started right now and log in. We've got our Facebook Live kind of behind the scenes over here. So if you're watching the Facebook Live right now and you're not watching the live training, come on over. We do our sneak peek behind the scenes a little bit, so it's kind of fun. But we're going to go live right now on this app here. If you can, go ahead and comment below. I'd love to see all of you hanging out. I see Ralph, I see Tim, Angelica, Camille, Andre, Elaine, Emily. What's going on? Thanks for joining me today. Glad to have you here. And let's go ahead and get right into the concept so I can make the most of our time together today. So I'm going to share my screen real fast. And here we go. You can see the topic is how to build a homepage app to showcase your business. So again, we're not going into some of the advanced strategies. This might be a fun one for you because it's a little bit simpler, a little more creative, and you can really do some cool stuff. So before we get into it, here we go. I just want to thank all of you for the 336 5-star reviews we have so far. Hopefully we can get up to 350 pretty soon. This is from Jovita. What can I say? Love at first sight. I saw the benefits of 22S as soon as I saw it. Andrew and Renee's personalities fit mine and didn't think twice about following them. That's awesome. 22S community is a blessing and truly amazing. I can't wait to help other entrepreneurs out there that struggle to monetize their businesses via Facebook business pages. This is so easy. So that's really exciting. I love that you want to go out there and help other entrepreneurs. That's what we are all about. We're doing this every week to help you. You can use this for yourself, but we encourage you to go, help other people as well. These ideas that you learn, the skills that you learn here, and the ability that you have to build these apps with 22Social very quickly and to create all kinds of different income streams. This will help you, not only you, but also other people out there. So we really do love to see that if you're going to go out there and help other people create income streams, start getting results online. There are a lot of people out there really struggling to get something going for them because usually what happens is they're focusing on the wrong things. And what we help you do is streamline the process to get it done fast and start making some money. So another one from Terry, freaking unbelievable how awesome this app/tool is. I literally cannot contain myself with all the marketing ideas I have when using this app. Totally going to crush it with my online affiliate marketing business with this. That's awesome to hear, Terry. Keep us updated, man. Keep posting in the group with any updates or questions. And really can't wait to see what both of you create and what you do going forward. This is a skill that you can learn for yourself, make money yourself, earn as you learn, and then teach others. A lot of our customers teach what they're learning. So you can create income streams as you learn and start doing coaching and helping others as well. This is some really cool cutting edge stuff that you're learning. Maybe not today necessarily, but you'll see the ability today to create something quickly that would normally take you a long time. So you can move faster and be on the cutting edge with 22Social. So if you don't know what we do here at 22Social, quick overview. Going to take 2 minutes on this, but 22Social makes it simple and convenient for you to do a few of the most important things. Build a professional online presence. Number 2, launch engaging lead capture promotions. And 3, create multiple streams of profit. So I kept with the PR theme there. But that's kind of the big 3 things that you should be focusing on right now. If you're doing a bunch of other things online, it really comes down to these 3 things. And today, We kind of neglect this first one, this kind of professional online presence, because we like to get into all the nitty gritty, engaging lead capture promotions and profit streams. We've got a ton of training on that stuff. So if you're here for the first time, or you're kind of been away for a while, catch some of our recent trainings. We got the video archive down below. There should be a button below on this page or links around this page somewhere to catch the replays of our previous trainings, because we go into all these profit streams you can create. We help you create $1,000 as fast as possible. We have a challenge to create $1,000 in the next 30 days, even if you've never done it before online. Lead capture promotions. Every single business on the planet needs to be attracting customers with online marketing. And that can be very difficult if you don't have these systems in place. So we help you do that with the most popular strategies that are working right now online. That's what we help you do. So if you don't have 22Social, check it out, try it out, catch our recent replays, and put it to use. So if you're wondering what our software does and how we can get you results so fast, is because we simplify things by leveraging Facebook and the most powerful platforms on the planet to make this easier for you. So you can literally get results in the next hour, even if you sign up. It starts with your Facebook page. We encourage you to shift the way you see your Facebook page and look at it as more of your online hub. It's easy and free to create and manage. You can use it as your online hub. It has tons of powerful tools built in. You can never replicate this, even if you spend billions of dollars. Facebook is so far ahead, and they're so fast at adding these powerful features. And they have the user base that they've been developing for the last decade. Now they just passed 2 billion monthly active users. It's ridiculous. Okay, you just can't compete with them. So leverage that. What Facebook also lets you do is add these custom apps to your page. And that's where we come in. We help you upgrade your page, enhance your page, so that you can do more. So you can install 22Social inside your Facebook page, and now it takes it to a whole new level, and you can create customized app pages inside Facebook. So this is where your personality, your brand can really shine. You're not just limited to Facebook's generic layouts and colors and styles. You can customize it yourself. And all you have to do is click a button to install it on your page. Now you have all the builder controls right there. You don't have to leave Facebook at all. You can edit it right there on the page, change your text, change your videos. We integrate with all the top media hosting platforms like YouTube, Vimeo, SoundCloud, even all the Facebook widgets and plugins. So all you have to do is host your content online and pop it right in here. So now your media can play right there when they show up. And you can customize the look and feel, just a few clicks, so it's really personalized for your business. And of course, everything you create is automatically mobile ready. There's no extra work. You just click publish, and boom, you get a link. You can share it. It works everywhere without having to do anything else. So that's kind of the basic stuff, and that's all we're going to talk about today. To learn more about the advanced features and all of our lead generation, viral sharing, referral tracking, sales features, that's all in some of our other trainings. But today, let's just look at the really basic part, which is this. This is really important too, because at the beginning, 22Social was just a builder. So you could build a cool looking page and boom, you're done. You're off and running. And now you don't have to go figure out website hosting and plugins and whatever else and hire a designer and a code. There's no code or anything here. So you're done literally in minutes if you have your stuff ready to go. So that's what I'm going to kick around today and show you some cool ideas. And what I want you to think about today, before we get into the demo, before we announce our winner, and if some of you are watching and you have any questions as I'm going, be sure to comment down below. But what I want to ask you is, what is your online homepage? Now, when you think of your homepage, I'm sure all of you have ideas like this of industry leaders and experts who have really nice, full-blown websites. And they've spent countless hours, time and money and resources building these, because this is a huge part of your business. Nowadays, it's almost, you could literally create an entire business just with like a website page like this, right? It's powerful and it's important to have, but is that where you start? And really, what are these pages doing for them? What is it about these pages that are so important? And really, let's see what I got. I want to see if there's any, I think we're good with the comments. So thanks for commenting. I'm going to keep an eye on that. With any issues or questions, let me know. Let's see. So when you're looking at these home pages, this is kind of the gateway into everything else they have to offer, right? So really the purpose of these pages is usually to have your own domain name that you can send people and they're going to show up to a page like this. And generally it's going to have some type of, what you can see here is the consistencies, a big featured section at the top with some kind of media. Now these websites are so interactive. Most of them have videos right at the top. And then some major call to action. That's the two consistent things here. And there's no opt-ins on this page. It's not like you have to do anything to get to a page like this. It's just a big media section at the top, some kind of call to action, primary call to action, maybe a email opt-in or a button to click. And then below that is really just a list of other things that they can go to check out, right? So you're like your top 3 things that they should check out and click on to go get more information from you or kind of dive into your world. So this is really the first layer that people see when they check out your business or brand online. So wouldn't it make sense for you to have a page like this for your business, even if it's just a completely virtual business? Really any type of business would need some kind of page where you say, hey, this is what we're all about. This is us, some kind of headline, media, a video possibly, a main call to action. Hey, if you want to get started, here's a special deal for you to take action right now. We want to make this really appealing for you. So take some kind of action. And then below that, guide them into other aspects of your business. Hey, are you this type of person? Do you want this type of thing? I've got this free giveaway, this download, this course you could check out, this program you might want to check out. And then also social proof is another part of this. So you'll see a lot of logos usually on this homepage, logos, testimonials. So these types of things are pretty consistent across every website, every homepage you're going to find, right? Now that's where you want to get to ultimately. How can we speed this up, right? So with 22Social, you have the software, you're using it for your lead gen, your all of your payment systems possibly, you're building courses, subscriptions, all that good stuff to create income, attract leads. Can you build a page like this with 22Social? Do you need to go make a website, have a homepage like this? The answer is absolutely not. Why do you need that? You can start right now, literally today, and get something set up that achieves this purpose. So do you need to go build a website? And I'm going to show you some examples of, we worked with some appraisers, so real estate appraisers recently, and it really just blew my mind because they were not trying to do any of the advanced stuff. They just needed an easier way to get some kind of homepage online. So it made me think, well, I think all of us could benefit from this kind of concept. So all these appraisers had these kind of websites that they spent money to, usually they're kind of replicated websites, kind of generic copy or whatnot. Maybe some of you have websites like this, or you've built these for other clients before. So a lot of these websites online are very generic, very kind of SEO, like keyword optimized. You'll see this a lot with like local businesses or service professionals. Like it's just like the whole website is just keyword stuffed. So you'll see like dentist, local dentist, San Diego, downtown, right? Like your best local San Diego dentist downtown. Any of you guys done SEO stuff in the past? So these websites are kind of rink-a-dink. But you see they get the core ideas across. And they achieve the purpose, right? Someone can check it out and like, okay, there's some basic contact info and whatnot. But that takes a lot of work. And are you really in control of that? You, the business owner, do you really want to have to go back and forth with a designer to get that done, or update something or change something? And even changing it is going to be a headache for most people, rearranging things or like moving this or changing this text. So that's kind of a headache. A Facebook page, as we've been talking about, is a great alternative, but it doesn't really get the job done. I mean, they've done a pretty decent job. This is kind of a weird screenshot. It doubled the thing, but the idea is like a Facebook page on its own. You have to use Facebook's homepage. They give you a homepage, and that's kind of like a blog where you have like all the latest stuff on there. There's a lot of information all at once. The good thing about a Facebook business page is it's consistent. So at least a user knows what to expect. Like if I go to your website, if you go build a whole website and spend the next month building this thing, I don't really know how to navigate it. Usually most of us aren't really like professional designers, right? So you don't really know how to set it up correctly. So a user is going to show up to your page and maybe not know how to navigate it. But a Facebook page is obviously with 2 billion active users, and they're all interacting with these kind of pages on a daily basis. They're trained on how to navigate a Facebook page. So that's good. It's okay. And you can't change this homepage here. So if they go to check out your page, this will be the homepage here. So you want to do a few things to optimize that, right? Pin a post to the top, make your call to actions really clear, update your about sections, your descriptions. So that's kind of an in-between homepage that you could send people to if you don't want to deal with a website. But the other option is a 22Social app on your page. So this one app on your page doesn't have to be some kind of lead gen or sales page. It can just be like a homepage. So you can see this example here. We took some of the ideas from their website and turned it into an app. And I'm going to pull this up in a minute and kind of log in and show you what it looks like. But you can see how this is on Facebook, and it's got a lot of the content and calls to action and information that was on the website. But we just kind of created an app here. No gate, no fancy stuff. It's just load in some media, and boom, you have your website homepage. And the cool thing is you can send people directly to this app, right? Every app you create has a link. You can send people and direct them right here to this page. Now these buttons can link over to other offers or pages that you have. Could even be other apps inside your page. So those are your options, right? That's really the only options you have to create some kind of homepage online. A lot of people, actually the majority of entrepreneurs right now, don't have a website. And Facebook's goal is to replace the need for a website by using these pages. So they're doing a pretty good job. They're always making improvements. And they're more about like getting your content in the news feed and all that. So they're not great at making like a landing page yet. But they've done a good job with their Facebook pages. But now, we help you enhance that and really take some more control of, creating some type of website homepage, but right there on Facebook. So let's look at how you'll go about this, and then I'll log in and show you what I did and how I took on that challenge of doing it for these real estate appraisers, and then how really anyone could do the same thing. Like every business can use the same kind of model right here. So I'm going to go through 3 steps and break down just kind of what you need to do to achieve this and to save yourself some time, how to kind of plan it out. So planning your content is the #1 thing. You saw the examples before. If you think about a website, looking at these examples, it's almost at least half of it, if not more, is going to be media based. So it's images and like videos. So that's really, really an important thing, especially if you go look at some of the top websites online right now. You look at some of your heroes, your leaders, your industry professional leaders. They usually have some kind of big visual graphic at the top or some kind of interactive video. I mean, really, that's what makes a website amazing. Like you think it's a great designer or code. No, it was just a big image, even a big photo of your face. That's a website nowadays, right? So you got to really think about your content first. And that big featured area at the top is key. Now, as most of you know with 22Social, you can, all these apps have a layout, right, with a big featured area. So it's kind of set up like that for you. And in that featured area is where you're going to showcase your main video or image. Now, a video is going to be the best, but that's much more work. So an image could be good enough for now. Social proof, that's where you can have your testimonials. Testimonials might be a little tricky in that main section, but at least like logos and things like that, maybe clients you've worked with. We'll talk about how to get that done. Short bio, right? Especially with 22Social apps. And really, you saw these homepages, they don't have gobs and gobs of text. They don't have 13 paragraphs of copy for the most part. Short couple paragraphs is enough to get you moving. Like you want to give them a little bite of what your business is all about, and then some kind of button to take them to the next step, right? Don't make it like, don't dump your whole life story on them right there on the first page. Give them a little teaser and then guide them to the next step, okay? It's kind of like start your journey here. What are you interested in? Boom, there's a button to take that step. So primary call to action. As we've talked about, one really good free giveaway, download, or offer, like if you can get them to take an action and do that value exchange with them, that's going to be really key here. So it should be one really good call to action that they're going to be excited about. And that's for you to figure out. Like if it's a local business, it's going to be some kind of discount. Like, hey, first time customer, 25% off, right? Boom. Takes away a lot of the objections. Like, okay, maybe I will take the time to go into your business. A lot of consultants will do a free 30-minute consult or something like that, because they're not really, unless they're in a desperate situation, they're not dying to, come to your business. You got to make it like such a no-brainer. So that's why that primary call to action. Hey, boom, if you're new, if you're curious, if you're on this page checking it out, take action right now. That's your call to action. What is that? We'll go back to some of our previous trainings. You can create some kind of lead magnet, free giveaway offer. Like, hey, get this free video course. It's going to show you the first 3 steps you need to take before you start your diet plan or buy your first home, whatever it is, like what's going to get them moving forward where they're going to be really excited. Like, wow, this is cool. This guy's solved this huge, big problem or this big fear that I had before I want to pay them or pay money. If you put that in front of them, that's going to be a really good call to action. Even if it's just time, if you can just say, hey, get on a call with me, schedule your time now, boom, that's your call to action. Get them moving forward. The lower content, so that's your featured area at the top. And we'll kind of talk about this and go into some examples, but I hope that makes sense for you. And now as you look at websites, like you're going to see this consistent thing. Almost every website has this kind of thing set up, at least the effective websites do. And you can do the same thing. Lower content areas. So with 22Social specifically, we have up to, I think, 9 lower content areas, 8, 9. Yeah, I think it's 8. Okay, we're at 8 right now. Maybe I'm going to date myself in the future. We'll add more probably soon. But you have like 8 lower content areas. And that just means like a 3-column lower section, right? So you can have 3 different things like, hey, 3 things you might like to check out, right? I think a good example of that, I always look at people's websites, and so I just kind of like found this one, David Siteman Garland, right? Here's his like top section, a photo of himself, his like main little headline bio, and then like boom, cheat sheet, right? Boom, get that cheat sheet. He put it in 2 spots, right? Every effective website is doing that now. It's like a main call to action, like boom, you're checking me out, like you're checking out my page, you've got to get this free thing for you. I'm going to help you get started right now. I'm going to get you on my list. But then below, it's like 3 other things. So now it's that choose your own adventure kind of thing. So you can see how with 22Social you could create this kind of effect just by using a simple layout. So that's really what a website does for you, and it should just guide them into your programs. That's where like a video here would be really ideal, because if they're taking the time to check out your page, you should be taking the time to introduce yourself as best you can. And that's really where you're going to create some automated income if you can have a really good intro video. But the lower content, you could do a lot of different things with this lower content. So it could just be company info. Maybe it's like, hey, meet our team, about us, our story. So it could be a little blurb and like learn more here, our services, our products. That's where like, the lower content, you could do a lot of different things with this. Different offers. That's where you saw that previous example. Like, hey, here's another freebie you can download. Here's a course. Maybe you like this course, or you're more advanced. Check out my one-on-one coaching program. So displaying a couple different offers, not too much. I'd say like 6 at the most. You saw a lot of people do 3. So try to keep it around 3 offers down there, or at least 3 different little buttons down below. Contact links are really good. So we'll talk about how you can set that up and create contact, messenger box, follow and like your page. And that's pretty much all you got to figure out for planning your content, right? What is that big featured section? What's your media there? Lower content area. Are there 3 to 5 or 6 things you want to put down below? I would say I recommend just 3 different things. Hey, join my weekly trainings, join my Facebook group, get this free download. Like what everyone should do to kind of get into your world. That's where you can link over to those things. So I'm going to show you that in a minute, but these are the steps here. Let me see if there's any questions on that before I continue on. Camille says she's been curious how to build a page without a gate. Good. Well, I'll show you that today. What will the notes be for this training? I'll drop the slide link, so you can have the links to this slide. I didn't create a note on this one today, but I'll give you all the slides after we're done. So stick around, Patty. Ask that question. I will drop it in the comment stream here right at the end, and remind me if I forget to give you the link. Terry said he's dumping his website, spent thousands of dollars and hours with programmers for nothing. I'm using this now, at least for the last few days. Awesome. We'll check that link out, Terry. And that's really the truth. I mean, you can have a website, and we're not like saying you don't, like if you already have one, that's great. I'm just asking, like, what is it doing for you? How much like ROI are you getting compared to how much time you spend updated? And I wasted like 2 years of my life building my own website, and then I never even launched it because I was always so busy doing websites for other people, and then they never even used their websites that I built for them. And I spent so much time and money, and they paid me a bunch of money. Websites just like, it's just a brochure. So can we achieve a brochure for you here with a simple app? The answer is yes. I know a lot of people want more fancy stuff, and that's okay, but this is an alternative option for you. So I won't drone on and on about this, but let's go ahead and go to the step 2, prepare your app and media. So step 2, once you kind of plan out your stuff, see what you have available, right? And that planning out your content. Now we're gonna get this thing installed. So I'm gonna go through this with you. And I'm gonna go to this link right now. If you have 22Social, you can just go to this link, or you can just go into any of your apps and install an app. But this will get you going. So you need to have an app installed. You could repurpose something you're already using, but you could, it's easiest to just start with a brand new one and install on your page. And then you want to just choose one of these showcase apps. We have templates to help you set up something quick, but they're just a starting point. So I'm going to show you how to customize this the way I would. These templates are just starting points. So then we'll choose a layout. So we have all these pre-made templates and layouts to get you going. And then you'll have to create all of your media, which is honestly going to take you the most time. So let's go ahead, and I'm just getting this set up on another screen so I can demo this for you. I'm finding my page here. One moment. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to install an app. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. So I went to 22social.com/install. This is all you have to do to install an app. I'm doing it on the Smooth Marketing fan page here. You can choose your Facebook fan page in the drop-down menu. I chose a fan page that I'd already created, and I'm just going to click install. Now this is going to install the app on the page, and then I'm going to go through those next couple steps of getting the template set up and the layouts. So you see we've got this fan page that I like to demo with. We've got all these other apps already created. We've got video, free guide, free checklists, podcasts, members area, paid courses and memberships, all that cool stuff. But now I'm just going to create an app to kind of like make that homepage, that welcome page. Who the heck is Smooth Marketing? Why am I getting your free stuff? Where's their website, right? Well, let's get them to a page that has that basic info that they need to see. So what you can do here is get the app installed. All you need to do is these basic editing controls. What we're not going to do is anything with a gate. So I saw a question or wondering, how do you do an app without a gate? Well, all you have to do is not use the gate. So all of you more advanced guys, just remember the gate is optional and it can be disabled. So if you have the gate disabled, there will be no gate. There will be no lead generation or payment stuff going on. So it's very simple. It's just don't use the gate. You don't have to use it. It's just the really cool stuff that it enables us to do all the really cool stuff. But today, it's not required for every app. You can just build a cool looking app. So let's just build an app. Choose the templates, right? So this wand, now we kind of made it a little bit less obvious because we had some people choosing templates all the time. Templates totally wipe out everything on your app. So really just the first time you're setting up an app, you want to use this little wand, and we'll replace all your content with something cool to help you get started. So if you click that wand, it's going to replace everything with these pre-made templates. So just keep that in mind. Only use this if you want to wipe it out. And this app is brand new, so obviously we can start with something pre-made here. So let's go ahead and go to Showcase, kind of the top here. So this Showcase just means there's no gate. There's nothing going to be edited on the gate. And what we give you is a few ideas here. These can be totally customized, but you can start with like a simple 1 video thing, 3 videos or whatever. Event countdown. So these are just kind of pre-made. I'll just start with this About Us. How about that? Makes sense. So if you just click on that About Us, you see how we've kind of achieved this homepage look just by clicking that link. And now I've loaded in something that looks kind of like a website, right? And if I click Save, what I'm going to do is click Save and then refresh. After you change a template, it's just better to refresh the whole thing. All the Facebook widgets need to load again. So it takes a minute to save, but at this point now we've loaded in a template. And then we're going to choose the layout because a template can be totally customized. I can turn this template into a course or anything else I want. It's just a pre-set up thing, so it doesn't really change anything. So I've saved that and I'm going to reload the app. So this is just like if we went in here and kind of set up something to get you going. So you see we've got some cool things going on down below. So this is one of the layouts. You'll see the gate is not being used. It's disabled. It wasn't changed at all just because the showcase didn't have anything to do with the gate. So this one's just we're not using the gate here. We could later if we wanted to, but right now it's disabled, so we're not using it. So if we, publish this thing and share it, they're going to land right here on this page. Now, I recommend changing the layout because this is where you can have more control over what is going on. So if I click layouts, this is where you have all these pre-made layouts. And again, you're going to see the theme here is a big featured area and lower content areas. So the one we have selected right now is right here. This kind of like 2-column layout with 3 lowers and then some built-in social stuff. You could choose some of these. I usually don't use those too much myself. I like to go with, my favorite page is 3 here. And in this case, I might even go to some of our new ones. Let me take a look at some of our new ones. I'm going to go to slide 4. Yeah, I kind of like this one here, featured plus 5 areas. So I kind of like this one. We're going to be adding more soon. But for now, let's just do featured plus 5 areas. Let's click on that. And you can see it's kind of just like choose your layout. So now we've loaded in this whole thing. And you can see how it's starting to come together, just like all those other website examples. Let's click Save. And again, at this point, all you have to do is customize the text, the media, these buttons, and you're off and running. So let me show you what we did for this guy, Crossroads, the example I showed you a minute ago. Here we go. So you can see how that is almost the same layout. I think he did one of the different ones, so you'd have a big messenger box below. But check this out. He set it up to where he's got a video here. Right, so he had all this stuff kind of ready ahead of time. I think I just took a screenshot from his website. So you could easily just make a little graphic like this, load in some logos, take a quick screenshot, and then upload it. But what it is a video here, the media, an image below, some text, a quick little blurb, some action buttons. So for him, it was mostly just starting a conversation. So what they wanted, the goal of this page, and for them, is just really high touch. They don't really have a lot of automated systems. It's like get a free quote or just contact us. So they have those kind of 2 buttons there to get started. Below, they have 2 locations actually. So they put in info on the 2 locations and like who's running them. A little bit of info. Again, it's just contact, get directions, give us a call. That's the goal of this page. Down below, our services, property types. So a little bit of info again, right, about the company. So this is kind of that company info areas here. And boom, like a messenger box again to get something happening here. So it's a very basic setup, but you can see how this kind of achieves what their website would have done right there. Another example of this, I'm going to pull up for you. One sec, and then I'll get into step 3, the final step, and some more advanced ideas. All right, let's see here. So here's probably more like a lot of you. I mean, some of you I know are in the service-based kind of businesses, more traditional brick and mortar, but a lot of you watching are more like online brands. So you're more of a coach, speaker, author, speaker, coach kind of crowd, where you're trying to build these income streams while helping others and doing some training. This is an example of that. Like Phil mocked up some ideas for Phil. And so the idea here was an autoplay video, a like button right at the top here is one of the media types. A little logo strip below, just like websites. Maybe a quick little testimonial quote, quick blurb, and then for him, again, probably if I were to optimize this, I would do one main call to action, but I want to put just a few in here. It was actually kind of just replicating what he already had on his website so you could see how it could look. So podcast, free ebook. I'd probably just do one thing if I had to redo this again. Make this more action-oriented, like take action. Because this, when you look at it, you're like, okay, it's kind of easy to just bounce away and be like, maybe later. But if you had some really good offer, you could drop in a good button or even have a big button turn your image into a button really quick. So, and then the lower sections, a little bit of an overview of the services he has to offer with buttons to link over and learn more. Now, each of these buttons can also link into apps on the page. So I think work more or work. Yeah, so work with Phil, I linked that to another app. So this one here, work with Phil, I linked that to this app. So this button just linked over to that link for this app. So now just like a website, it's going to link page to page. And so this is more geared towards getting people to hire him. So again, this is one that's a little bit better. It's like clear call to action. You know, it's kind of a question. This is a little more action-oriented kind of homepage. So a lot of you, I'd recommend something more like this. Hey, are you struggling with this? I can help you with whatever, XYZ. Here's a quick video to showcase my expertise. Contact me to get started. So either contact or, you know, some kind of action, right? And then below, you're just reinforcing that with who is Phil worked with. Here's some logos, right? That social proof, testimonials. So below here, what I did is I dropped in just a screenshot, I think, from his website or whatever he had, an easy graphic you can make. What are people saying about Phil? He had a video he grabbed. And then down here, created some custom graphics, just pulling in some testimonials and turned it into an image slider. So all this stuff is done just by editing the content. You know, this section here, Media 1, let's look at it. Media 1 is the social Facebook like plugin. Media 2, video, YouTube, autoplay. Media 3, single image. Now it's just super easy to upload an image. You can just upload your own image. You can see here he's got, this is just an image that was uploaded. What you might do is have like a big button there. If you wanted to have it, if you want to link the image, so you have this image be like, get started here, you know, a big graphic, that's like a button. You can link it to something else. So you can have a clickable image as well. Just FYI. So those are the 3 media sections there. Down below, you know, this is a great option, what people are saying. So media. We've got the YouTube video. Media 2 is an Imager album. So we uploaded that to a bunch of images to Imager and dropped in an album link here with autoplay. You could also have a Facebook album. So if you had an album on your Facebook page, maybe your testimonials album, you can pull from that. Just choose one of the albums here. I can pull from profile pictures and preview, and it's just going to pull the profile pictures. But so you can see how I could easily just drop in some graphics and have them rotating there. And then you have buttons down here. So I hope that's all making sense. Again, on these apps, there is no gate. It's disabled, just not even being used, so it doesn't apply. So when you promote and share this link, when you publish it, published up here, you get your link to share, and you can send people to this page. Now, the last thing before you do share it, right, we've gone through steps 1 through 3, created all your media, got the layout. The third step, load in your content and share. So as I just kind of showed you, embed all your media. So if you got your YouTube video or Vimeo video loaded in there, your images loaded in there. Customize the style. So that's how you can make it look more branded and personalized. Edit your shared details. So now we're ready to share this thing. You've got to customize how it looks when it gets shared. Show you where that is. Publish your app. You saw where that is. And then optionally, this is what's really cool, is you can buy a domain name. So I get this question. I see this question a lot in the groups. You know, well, you say I don't need a website, but how do I get like my custom, you know, domain? Well, you can just buy yoursite.com and forward it to the permanent link on your app. So I'll demo how to do that. That's optional. You don't have to. You can use that 22S smart link, but if you want it to be more personalized, you can buy your own domain and just forward it. Most of these domain tools make that really easy to do. It only takes a minute. And then just share it. So now you can share your custom, you know, .com and blast it out to everyone. They're going to show up to this kind of cool mobile optimized page that you built literally in minutes. I mean, the media is going to be the hardest part. So I can't really solve that, the media part for you. But that's really the difference maker. What you have right now is a platform to build something fast. and get it done without having to waste a whole bunch of time going back and forth with people. And luckily for you, it's, if you're learning 22Social, you're already using it for your other lead generation and income streams, so you know how to set this thing up. It's the same platform. It's hard to have to learn all these different tools. So the last thing is styling, and then the last few things you want to do is the style, publish the app, and then the preview here is really important. The share details, Facebook share details. If you click this, you can kind of preview it, how it's going to look when it gets shared. And so you want to load in your image. You want to type in your text here. So you can see how I customize this graphic. You can have a custom graphic here. And this really can become a Facebook ad as well. Like, you could run traffic to this if you'd like. With a quick description, and have them click on this, and now it's going to link over. So it looks like, I think many of you know how that looks. One thing I'll point out is you can still utilize some of the SRM stuff, which means you can have tracking set up. So if you wanted to have Google Analytics, is a very common one, drop in some of your code here and turn it on. You can have Facebook Pixel. So there's a lot of more advanced things you could do here. Really, the Pixel and the Analytics are probably two things that would work well for most of you. Most common things are those two. So that's in the SRM and tracking. You can hook that up. The permanent link, as I mentioned, if you go to this link here, Smart Link settings at the very top, if you click on that, you're going to have your vanity link and your permanent link. What I recommend using is your permanent. The vanity one is nice, but you see it's using my username. If I change my username to Andrew's page or Andrew's apps, it'll break this link. If I change this nickname, actually the number won't ever change, but if I had about, and then I change it to services, that previous one wouldn't work. Does that make sense? It's very important to understand that. The vanity link looks nice, so you can customize Andrew/services. That's great, but if you share that link and promote it, then that's out there. And then if you change it to, I'm going to change this to giveaway, Andrew/giveaway, perfect. And now I share it. But that wherever I had Andrew/services will no longer work because it doesn't know where to go. So that's why I recommend, if you're going to forward domains, use the permanent link. This will always work. It doesn't look quite as nice, right? But it's this is the link that will never break. It'll always work. Even if you change all this stuff, it's the same link. It goes to the same place, but the issue is the vanity one can break. It can be changed. You can customize it, but it also means it can break. Permanent one is great for forwarding. So if you bought mycoolbusiness.com, forward it to the permanent link, it'll always work. So you can change this app 100 times, unless you delete the app or remove it. But if the app is here, it'll always go to this page. So that's important, right? So all that's done in the Smart Link settings. Publishing the app is up here. So when you're working on it, it's probably going to be unpublished. You can unpublish it at any time. It just means knowing, if they go to this page, it'll say coming soon. If you publish it, they will see all the lower content down here. Now, let's see if there's any other questions before I do any more demo. How to do notes with your domain. Oh, that's a good question. Testimonial sliders. Yep, I'll show that. Yes, so media sections 1 through 5 stack on top of each other. So in every content area, you can see how we have like 1, 2, 3. They stack. That's how we achieve all these cool effects. Do I have our live app open? I was going to show it, but you can see it's exactly how we do all of our stuff with our apps. It just stacks. So you can plan that out, like having an image above and below your video would be cool. So if you are a graphic designer or know a designer, you can have some fun having like an image on top and below. That's how I do the shadow images. You can have transparency and cool stuff in your images. These images down here, I've kind of made this app look ugly, so I'm going to refresh without saving changes. These images down below, let's take a look at these. If I click, go to media. And we got an autoplay here. All right, let me look at these images here. That is not the right one. Whoops, did I choose? Oh, I chose the video. Whoops. Media 2. Media 2, there we go. So what I did is I made transparent background images. That's how they kind of blend in. I planned ahead, right? So if you plan, I knew I was going to use a purple background with this. So I went to the style. I changed the background. If you're going to do like a dark background, you can plan ahead. And that way, no matter what background I use, it still looks good because I've made transparent images. A fast way to do that is in like PowerPoint or Google Slides. You can just make a slide in the background, make it transparent, make the background color transparent. Then you can save it as a PNG file, and now it'll be see-through. So any color you put. Now, if you're going to switch up your styling and do a white background, that'll make it look ugly, so you won't be able to read anything. So just keep that in mind. If you plan ahead, you can kind of do something cool like this. If you know you're using a dark background, then have white text. If you know you're going to use a light background, then use dark text in like a transparent image like that. Or don't even worry about it and just have like a solid color background, and it'll look fine. But just using like slides from a slide deck is an easy way to do this, right? So I feel like I'm kind of giving you everything you need to know. Let me see if there's any other questions. Media stack. How do you link the image site instead of a button to a site instead of a button? Okay, yeah, let's see. How do you link? Good question from Rico on setup. What you can charge people to set these up. Does the messenger box show up as a message? Yes. It's to your Facebook page. So it's a little bit different. That messenger box is hooked up to your page, not personal. So like that Crossroads one, this will actually message their, they may be an admin of it, but you can see that your page has messaging built in. You should want that. Katana, if you don't want people to send you messages to your page, you need to change your thinking, because the future is Facebook Messenger for pages, for business. I get the personal side. You don't want to have like, oh my gosh, my personal chats, but this is people messaging your business page. That's huge. That's a really, really powerful thing to have. So getting them to send this will send a direct message to your page. And that's just using the, all we did there is using that social in the media on this section here, media. You choose the social and then Facebook Messenger. Let's see, there was a couple things I wanted to show. There's so much I could show you, but I'm going to see if there's any questions. Transparent backgrounds on Google Slides. I could demo that towards the end. Oh, and notes, how to do notes with your domain. So really, it's tough because every platform is different. So if you're using GoDaddy or Google domains, I like Google domains a lot. It's very simple. But if you're using GoDaddy, research subdomain is going to be the easiest. So if you do like subdomain, let's see, subdomain GoDaddy. So if you buy a .com or a .tv or whatever you buy, you can have subdomains. And that just means it'll be like blog.andrew.tv or something, right? So you can create custom URLs, and then you just say, where does it go? So a good question was, I want to have my notes, use my notes as a blog. So if you used notes on your page, kind of like we do with 22Social, probably wondering because we do this, right? 22s.com/notes/hangouts, right? Something like this. It's a little more advanced to get that /. I don't want to teach that because it's much more technical. But to do a subdomain is very easy. So what you would do is open up your note like this, full screen. You would grab your URL at the top, And now that's the URL that you're going to use for your subdomain. And you could be like, training or blog number 1, right? Blog 1, blog 2, blog 3, blog 4. Like you just name it whatever you want and then forward it to some URL. So you could have products.yourname.tv. And that's all done through your, what do they call it, registrar. So you got to go buy a domain and then you can set this up. A simple tool, if you don't have anything set up yet, is using Google Domains. They make it really easy. Like GoDaddy's got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Like they're going to try to upsell you on hosting and all this stuff that you don't need. So GoDaddy, I've seen people just like deer in headlights going through GoDaddy stuff. So you might try, like Google makes it super clean and easy. So look up subdomain forwarding, Google Domains help. And it's actually not even that difficult. I don't know why. Well, it's really easy. Visually, it's very easy. Oh, it looks like they let you do this now too. Okay, that's a little bit more advanced. Domain forwarding, I don't know. That's a little bit harder than I thought it was. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff. Just Google it. I'm telling you, like, just Google it. I can't teach you that right now. There's just so many variables. Pick a domain, buy it somewhere, and then you can set up your domains and do that. I'm not going to teach that. There's probably a million YouTube videos on it, but just look up domain forwarding, subdomain forwarding. Those are the keywords you gotta search. So let's see. Let's look at a few other things here. Getting off the rails. Let me finish up the slide deck, and that'll do like a lot more Q&A. We have about 10 more minutes left, so let me finish up the slide deck. I think we got through all of this, buying your domain, sharing it. You saw where to customize the shared details. But that's the process. You get that stuff set up, and you're good to go. So, I mean, that's our philosophy. Start simple, build big, profit along the way. Yes, you can go build a fancy custom website, but you can pretty much achieve the same thing right here. Now that you know the steps, kind of like the idea of what you need to get across with these pages to build a really effective, nice looking page you can send people to and get them into your world and have them check out your offers. So we do have a winner today. Let me announce that real quick before we get into too much more Q&A. Today's 22Social prize winner is, drum roll, I clicked away, Michael Price from DeSoto, Texas. This guy, Michael, I went over to his personal profile. He was a football player at Texas A&M, ran track too. So we got a athlete, world-class athlete in the house. So Michael, congrats to you, man. You won a year of 22Social Premium. That means you can install 22Social on not just 3 fan pages, which is what you get with our standard plan, but Premium lets you install 22Social on 100 fan pages. So you could build these awesome pages for clients, friends, family, with one account, your account. You could build these for other people, and you could charge them whatever you want. So that was another question that came in earlier from Rico, is how do you charge for 22Social? I now usually do hourly, just because I've got it down to where I'm really fast and I'm pretty confident I can just knock it out in an hour. When I was a little bit slower, I would just put the package together and kind of show them the outcome. And then I would price it whatever made me happy to start. So I'd say, $300, I'll set up an app like this for you. And then you can get on some kind of, pricing package after that. But I mean, you could easily build these for other people. It gets more complex if you're doing like sweepstakes or these lead generations. There's so much more that can go into it. It kind of just comes down to what you're going to promise them. And of course, ongoing, if you're going to set up, different kind of promotions for clients, there's so many different things you could do for them. The media creation alone, just creating these graphics and videos to make these pages work, structurally, it's pretty fast and easy to set these things up. You saw me kind of build one here earlier. I didn't really get into a full demo today on Joey Smooth, but you kind of see the outcome, right? I showed you the examples of how it can look. There's so much that goes into it. It really never ends, right? So, I mean, it's just depends. I mean, for you, I do hourly now for my clients because it is easier for me to just do that. So let me see if there's any other questions before we wrap up. There were a lot more things I wanted to show you. I'll see if I can find some things here while we hang out. Let's look at doing a transparent background. I'm going to teach you what the best thing I ever learned in school when I took the one website class that I took before I dropped out and just started taking clients and built a business out of college, was every time we asked a question in class, he said if he knew we could find it online, he would not answer, and he just told us to Google it. So what I'm going to tell you, Katana, is instead of asking me here and waiting for me, you could have already found out just by Googling that. Transparent backgrounds in Google Slides. And this answer is wrong. Super. So you would have found out that that was the wrong answer. Well, apparently there's not very good answers. Maybe I should make a video showing this. This is terrible. No, okay. Let's go to slides. You know, I have to give you all the slide deck today anyway, so maybe I'll just do a demo right now. Where did my slides go? Here we go. Okay, I'm already in it. So let's do this real fast. To create a transparent background, my slides are a little more complex. Let me just make a blank one here. Do I have a blank? No, this deck's too complicated. It won't work on mine. I'm just gonna do a new slide, a new presentation. So just make a new presentation in Google. Here's how to do it really fast. What I would do, first I would type in that, so if you want to do that testimonial slider kind of thing, I would type in a quote or something, do it in black first. So let me just grab like a fake, let's say this is my quote. Size it up how you want. So I haven't done anything fancy here. I'm just typing in my testimonial. Then I'll do like John Smith. I don't know why I'm all caps, but whatever. Okay, it's all kind of centered up. Probably make it bigger now. Not that big. Size that in the middle. Okay, so that's decent. But let's say this was your testimonial slide. Do it all in black first so you can see. Now when I click on this slide here on the left, click on it, have it highlighted blue, click on background, color, right there, color, just change that to transparent. Well, I can't zoom in on that, it won't let me. But the transparent option, solid transparent. Boom. Click done. It's going to look white. You know, nothing changes, but it's actually transparent. Now you want to make this white, the text white, if you're going to have a dark color. So that's why I would type it in first before I change it to white. Then I can go File, Download as PNG. And just like that, we have created a see-through graphic that you can upload. Let's go to that page real quick. I'll just create a mini slider right now on that demo page, which I closed. So let me find it. Oh, no, here it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at, let me upload a couple photos. Let's say you made a photo album. That's why this might not look very good if you had see-through. You might have to use Imager, because this one's going to look pretty awful. I'll add a second one. How does, yeah, Facebook doesn't handle it very well because it's white text with like a see-through background. So it might not look good as an album, but we'll call it testimonials. You could also do it in Imager and just upload. Just do two images. And when you upload it, it gives you the album link up here. So both ways will work, Imager or an album on your Facebook page. And now when I go into that app, this section here, I would click Media. We had a video there, media 2. I'll go ahead and I'll choose a Facebook album first. See, it already pulled up testimonials. Check that out. It detected that new album, so I could choose from any of the albums that were on that page. So you just do that, and now we've got, oh, what happened? Did I screw up? I did screw up. Okay, well, if something goes wrong, try it again. What happened here? Background, transparent, file, download as, did I do a JPEG? No, PNG. So you know what? I think if you do that way, I think what happened is Facebook doesn't handle transparency very well. That's the issue. So Facebook doesn't like transparency. So what they did is they gave it a white background. So that won't work with albums. You'll have to do this Imager, because Imager, you can see it worked. So there we go. We learned something new today. All of you who are still sticking around watching today, you can learn this. So if you have transparency in your images, you'll want to use a Imager album. Check this out. So Facebook album, Imager album. Boom. Now paste in that link. And that looks a little better. So pretty sweet, right? So the media, like I said, the media is the hardest part. If you're going to get fancy like this, creating graphics, it's a skill that I valued so much when I was younger. I went to school for it. You know, went to a private school for design and graphics. So it's absolutely critical, and it's really what makes web design look good is the graphics, the media, the content. So you can learn some basic stuff to create some cool graphics. You know, I really recommend the simplest way for me, and what I've seen work really well for people is just using a slide deck like this. So you can go grab like photos or stock photos from sites like Pexels, free stock photo sites. You can grab them, and there's just so much cool stuff. I don't know. I'll find this chipmunk about that. Squirrel, whatever it is. Download. You can get free images. And then to keep the sizing consistent, you can just drop them into a slide deck. And create your graphics here. So you can have all your images be the same size. So you can create really cool sliders or just static images using this. And now you can also like grab text from other ones. You know, you can create custom graphics pretty quick using this platform. I'm just making this look awful to show you the concept, but you don't need to get too crazy with your graphics. You know, I don't know. So there's an idea. If you really are stuck for graphic design, you could use Google Slides and just create graphics. And now you can upload them really fast into your apps. So you, again, get something done quickly. Instead of the video, let's just drop in an image, single image, choose file. Let's grab our ugly squirrel here with the red. Boom, preview. Okay, so I think there's one more question. So now we got this like kind of awful reds and whites. Yeah, just that was a terrible idea, but let me upload the regular one. So you can drop in your images pretty quick. So this whole new image uploader we added is really nice, really easy. Choose file, upload. There was a question earlier about how to link this image. You can just choose any website. So you can link this to an app. So if I had another app, I could put the link here. You know, whatever that link was to the other app. And that'll link to another app. Same with buttons. But you can link to a website as well. So if I want to link to apple.com, or whatever website, whatever web page online, where is it? There we go. I can just drop that in. So just so you know, you can make your images clickable so that opened up to apple.com. All right, so I think we've got through most of the questions. Let's see one more time. Gosh, I want to sit here all day and just kind of build apps for you, just so you can see kind of the magic of how it all snaps together. But You're going to have to do some of this on your own time. Katana, let's chat about graphic design. Yeah, I've got a lot of graphic design training. This is not graphic design training today. So chat with me and I'll get you some info on graphic design. I've got templates for all this stuff. So what I do with graphic design training is like, if you want to see stuff that looks nicer, put together, like Joey Smooth here. So I do a lot of demos with how to create kind of custom graphics for different things and drop them in. So for like Gates, when I talk about call to action, and I don't know what happened with this image, must have been testing something. When I talk about call to action and image buttons, you can create images that look like this for call to actions. And let's see if I can find a better one. The media, like this is all the same framework. I hope you're kind of seeing, if you're kind of new to this stuff, like it comes down to how you design it. Like this is the same platform, but now we've got cool graphics in it. And it just looks like a whole different world here, right? So like podcast, like creating custom pages, it comes down to being consistent with your graphics. I think I was demoing the same concept here with more of a custom slider. So these are just graphics built with like Google Slides, the same way I showed you. And you can make it look really custom, really cool. This I think I was demoing. So keeping the size of your graphics the same can make a really nice effect, just like a website, right? So it looks just like a website. This is another concept. You can see how you can mock it up differently, videos, stacking your media. It all kind of just snaps together when you have some of the basics figured out, like your fonts, colors, your branding. You can create really cool stuff all using the same platform. These sign up buttons, again, social proof. So these kind of graphics would look really good on like a website, right? Just like what I was showing you today. Dropping that. I think I was building it over here. So, if I were to go build this thing, I would not have just a big lame image like that. It just doesn't do anything for you, right? I mean, it's kind of cool, but like a video would be so much better on the spot. So if you had a video with an image below it, a little bit of social proof now. Where is it? Let me grab that video link. You can create a really stylized site super fast. And now once you get one app like this done, it all starts to snap together really fast. And I'll even do autoplay on that. Oh, Vimeo, whoops. Broke something now. Number one, we'll do Vimeo. There we go. Autoplay. Okay, so like that's kind of cool for like website. See how that just snaps in like that? And then if you just change the style, let me just grab some of the other styles from this one. Let's see, background, dark, white font, I think gray buttons, alpha slab, Android sans. We got a lot of fonts here. To see all the fonts, just click this link, view font examples. You can see how they look. So just customize a look. I'll add a bottom shadow. I could even do fancy stuff with like, these cool effects like that. But just like that, I would customize the look really fast. I'll just keep the background plain. Save. Okay. Hey there, nice to meet you. Boom, video. Boom, social proof. Boom, here's my story. Boom, take action. 1, 2, 3. Get my free download. Join my live trainings. Get my course, my offer. Join my membership program, whatever you have there. These buttons each link to other apps. Boom, down below, what I would do with this, I want them to make sure they like my page. Oops, scroll up, click content. I'm going fast because we're out of time. Boom, media, I would make this a like button, like a page, social page plugin. Use my current page, click that. That'll drop in. I would delete the text, change the button to none so that there's no button preview. Put like, I'd say like like my page for updates. And now it's got like the latest updates there on your page. This one I would put a messenger box using that social widget. Let's go ahead and do social messenger. So I'm just showing you how fast, once you get the hang of this, it comes together. I can drop in that messenger. Yo, let's talk. Send. Now you have a messenger widget built right in. It just sent a message to the page. So that comes through in the page messages. You could save this. I would just swap out these images with something cool. You can see the same size. So I can easily create graphics like that. Using that model with the Google Slides I showed you, just create a graphic, upload them in there. Now you can have cool graphics right there, buttons to link over to other apps that you have. Now you're off to a good start. That's kind of a website, boom, right there. Then I would change the preview, load in something cool. You'll want something nicer than that, so you could have some kind of custom graphic, some kind of meet, Joey, whatever, and then some kind of text. We've pretty much done everything, right? So I've just shown you the steps you have to go through, publish, and let's go ahead and get that permanent link, smart link settings up here, right there, that link button. Okay, it was published. Let's get that link, permanent link. I'll go buymy.com. And I think I even had Google domains. I think I even had on my Google domains, I think I have Joey Smooth on there. Let me see, manage. Let's see if I can just create one for you so you can see. Joey Smooth, there we go. Let's see, Joey Smooth, configure website. Let's just click on that. Check it out. I already have joeysmooth.com forwarded to an app. It's just forwarding to the page right now. So I wonder if you could do subdomain here. Might have to go into configure DNS. It's kind of the same thing for all these. Here we go. About.joeysmooth.com. I don't know, address. Can I just do that? I have no idea if that's going to work. Oh, subdomain forward. Let's skip that. Registered host. No, not that. Synthetic record, subdomain forward. See the naming and stuff, like it's always weird, but it always kind of looks like this. Let's go to about.joeysmooth. Destination URL. I like how Google makes this simple. Same kind of thing you got to look for in GoDaddy. The subdomain forward is what we're looking for. They have other options, I guess, but subdomain forward, let's just do that. Add. Success. Now I've got, I don't know why it didn't work. About.joeysmooth.com. Well, it didn't work yet, but that's kind of the idea. I don't know why it's not present. I don't know what I did. I did something wrong. That's the idea. It should work. So that's the idea. Okay, that's all for today. I got to wrap up. Let's see. Testimonials page on Facebook business page. Does your new image search refer? No, it has to be PNG. The image, our image hosting, well, it doesn't matter, but you can't have transparency in a JPEG. So very important if you're going to try to do these fancy things with images, a JPEG cannot have a transparent background. So you'll never get it to work if you try using JPEG. PNGs, they understand the transparent. So that's the best I could put it. Like in the code of PNGs, it'll detect transparency. Google domains, yes, much easier. Yeah, Google has a very simple interface. How to make sure the coming soon message my page is not published yet. You could check by a quick trick to always check your stuff is go like in any browser in the upper right, you'll be able to do like a new incognito or private browser. So in the upper right of your browser, click the like dots and you can do like new incognito or private window. Open that up and you're gonna be logged out of everything. So you can go to your page and see what it looks like to someone like totally not logged in. You can see this one I have published. Now it's gonna tell me to log in with Facebook just because that's what Facebook does. But you can see this is visible, right? So everything I've just built is now up there and ready to go. If I unpublish it, they're going to see coming soon, under construction. Make sense? So that's how you can check. All right. So what I would do with the testimonials, you can't really create something. You can have the reviews on your page. And actually, it reminds me, if you're watching right now, if you haven't left a review, we would really appreciate it below on our live training page. I have too many tabs open to show you, but there is a little sliding gallery of stuff. Yeah, I don't even have our stuff open right now, but there's a little option to leave us a review. We're trying to get to 350 as soon as possible, so we'd really appreciate it if you took a minute to scroll down. This is where we're streaming today, 22social.com/live. Right down below the comments, let us know what you think. Take a minute to drop in here. And you see, that's exactly what I did. Looks like we're kind of loading slow with stuff. Let's see. There we go. So I dropped in this using that transparent. I did the exact same thing. I created these graphics and slides and just created multiple slides, saved them as images, and dropped them into a slider like that. So if you could take a minute to rate us, let us know how we're doing. And if you really like us, you could even post something publicly. Just let us know and spread the word about what we're doing here. That would be awesome. But what I do is you can have reviews on your page and then just copy, and like you have to create like custom graphics with it or take screenshots. So you can go in here and like what I did is you can take a screenshot. You can kind of zoom in on your browser, Command or Control plus on your browser to get like a bigger image. And then just kind of move over and get it set up. And you could just take screenshots. So the easy way is to just do that, take a screenshot, and you have the graphic. The other way would be to like copy it. So I just created that graphic. The other way would be to copy it, you know, and then paste it into your slide or whatever graphic design tool that you're making. I mean, it's a public testimonial, so you can grab it and use it. Make a custom graphic like I did for a lot of these examples. You know, you can get fancy like this or just do that simple strategy that I showed you today. All right, got to wrap up. Oh, is that why I didn't have HTTPS? That's probably why. Thanks, Bill. I knew someone would let me know on the subdomain forwarding. So a lot of little things today, but I think the big concept is you see the big picture, right? So you should be able to get it moving. And with any questions after that, you can you know, post in the group, contact our support team with any technical issues, account billing issues. We've got resources for you. If you don't have 22Social yet, get it installed. And I challenge you, make something cool. I want all of you watching right now. We got a good handful of people watching. So if you haven't yet, you know, set up a cool about me page, welcome page, home page, whatever you want to call it. Post that link in the group so we can get to know you better. Maybe do a quick selfie video and pop it in there. Something to get started, right? Minimum viable product. Just put it out there, get some feedback. It's a safe community in the Power Users group, 22s.com/group. Get in there, post your app so we can check it out and we can learn about your products and services. It's not spammy, it's not salesy. It's very actually simple, just like sending people your website. Hey, check out what I got going on. Maybe you're interested. You can take a look here at this link. Now we can go to a link. There's no opt-in. It's just simple information I can browse through and click to get into some of your other offers. So it makes sense. Really something you need to have at some point in your future. And now you could get it all done right here with 22. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Gotta roll. Peace out. Have a great rest of your week. And we're here to help you in the group with any other questions. That's all for now. Peace.